One. Hello. Hi, lovely, beautiful, wonderful friends out there. We are very excited. I'm very excited. We are here streaming to celebrate slash promote this bundle on itch.io that has been going and has raised a ton of money for two trans supportive charities. If you want to bring up the link to this bundle at any point, you can do !bundle and it'll come up as long as Nightbot is not broken. There it is. It is almost over, so we're just trying to do a little push. And to do so, we're going to play one of the games that is in this bundle. One of the 400 and I think 93 games that are in this bundle is for Sherlock Holmes and a vampire. And that's what we're going to be playing tonight. I'm super excited about it. I am joined by so many awesome people. So I would like for them to all say hi to you. Can we start? We'll go to my right with Amihan.
Hello. My name is Amihan. I use they, them pronouns. And oh wow, sorry. I recently rebranded to the Rose Cleric. So you can find me there if you want to find me there. And what else do I say? Yeah.
That's good. That's great. Jay.
I've been trying to finish my
Oh my gosh,
sentence
I was not paying attention.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Nope. Hello, everybody. My name is Jay. I use they, them, and you can find me on Twitter at Nalawoo and at Knowledgeraz if you want to see some art.
You do.
C is next, I think.
Yes, you do want to see their art, by the way. If you've been to this channel before, you have seen their art in two campaigns that have been hosted here, and it's a pleasure to commission Jay, so please do it. C?
Hi all, my name's C. I use they, them pronouns. I am a tabletop performer, digital artist, lore keeper, wearer of many hats. You can find me making very trans, very gay art as well. There are just like so many artists in this group right now. I feel I'm like a little bit like, woo, hi. You can find me making very trans, very gay art on the internet at Pie Sharp Art. You can also find me as a co-producer and cast over on Transplanar RPG. But otherwise, I'm super psyched to be here tonight.
Hell yeah. And Alex, my friend.
Hello, I am Alex. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns. You can find me places on the internet, including on Twitter at Alder_Mancy, most other places at Aldermancy, and creating games on Ko-fi and itch.io at Sword Ghost. I have yet to release one, but this year it's happening. I'm very excited. You can also find me as a game master over on Total Party Kiss, where I GM a horror campaign, homebrew, very, very queer, called Strange Hungers.
Strange Hungers is great. And I'm Dylan. I use she, he, and they pronouns. You can call me Dylan. And I make games and I play them, and those are the things that I do. This, I feel like I should explain. I'm also a part of a 24-hour long stream that is also to raise money for the Trans Lifeline. So also more, it's just all trans all the time here in my life right now. I will be hopping back into that 24-hour long stream after this. So, yay. We are gonna jump into this game. We're playing a game called For Sherlock Holmes and a Vampire, written by Andrew Young. So we are all Sherlock Holmes. One of us is secretly a vampire. So we get to set the scene together collaboratively. We will have some suspicious quirks about our characters. And we will try to determine and guess who is the secret vampire by the end of this game.
I have a question.
Please ask it.
So we are rolling on the suspicious quirks
Yes.
thing. And if you roll a 6, you're the vampire. So there's a chance that more than one of us could be the vampire,
Correct.
or that
Right.
none of us could
We
be the
could all
vampire.
Correct. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, that is
Okay.
what I am getting here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's completely randomized. All right. So I think we all pick a suspicious quirk. The vampire, if you roll on the vampire, you then roll again to also get a suspicious quirk. So everybody will have a thing. So I guess we start with that. We're not going to tell you, the chat, what we get. But you roll a d6 to determine what your suspicious quirk is.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Which dice
Yeah, let me
should
do
I
that.
use? Ooh.
Use my.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Excellent.
Okay, interesting.
Huh.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Ooh,
The
Interesting.
reactions at the table today.
Yeah, lots
Very
of
interesting.
Okay. Yeah, good.
I
Okay.
have to switch some things up here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So we all have a suspicious quirk. I'm very excited about it. And then we get to set the scene together. The first player describes the scene in as much detail as they like, but should not actually describe the crime itself, only the scene. Okay. All right. Does anybody have strong feelings and wants to go first with describing the crime scene?
Should we roll on it or? I don't.
No strong feelings. If no strong feelings, I'll
We
start.
could roll to see who goes first.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
That sounds
do that.
good.
To keep up with the random.
The
you know?
randomization thing
Yeah.
here.
Randomize it.
Yeah.
Are we rolling our d6 or a d20? That is an important question.
Oh,
I
that is
suppose.
actually a very important question. Should we roll a
Let's
d20?
let's roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Whoever gets the highest,
Highest goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Nose
11.
goes.
13.
12.
6.
Funny.
Who got a 20?
17.
Wait, who
Oh,
got
I
a
said
that was
funny.
a-
Sorry.
Oh, funny. Oh, 17. So that was you, Jay.
17. That was me. All
was
right,
you.
I guess I'm going first.
Yeah.
All right. The year is 2019.
Good.
We are on
Yes.
a cruise ship.
Okay.
Okay, the crime scene. We are at a themed dinner party on this cruise ship. The theme is Shakespearean aesthetics. And it's kind of like a Ren fair, but it's specifically Shakespeare on a cruise ship full of nerds in the middle of the ocean. And it's the dining room area. What else can I describe? Because I'm not saying what the crime is. There is a live string quartet playing some funky old little music. They have that whole shtick where there's a bunch of people acting as like NPCs, who like get to like walk around and interact with all like the dinner guests.
Yeah.
But they also like get up and they do little bits of a play throughout the entire dinner. So there's sometimes when everybody's got to shut up and listen. But then you get to eat and then they bring out the next course and, you know. This dining room is up above deck, so there are windows to the outside. But it is dark because it is nighttime. And there is a full moon outside,
Great.
but no stars out on this out on this
stars?
ocean. Yeah, it's light pollution from the cruise ship lights.
This cruise. ship has like just spotlights like shining directly up into the sky.
Oh yeah, because so that was a dinner party LARP thing that you bought tickets for. Like they were free with the thing, but you got to decide what you wanted to do. On the other end of the ship, they're having a silent disco.
Sure.
So that's the scene. I have set the scene.
Sure.
Someone else go.
So now what happens is, Jay, you roll a d6, and that prompt goes to the next person. The next person gets to pick one of those two prompts to incorporate into the scene however they want.
Oh my gosh. All right. I should have looked at these scene details before sticking us on a boat. All right, let's go. All right, whoever's after me, you get to choose between vampire theme and adult book collection.
He did say it was Shakespeare themed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shakespeare plus vampires? I don't know.
Let's say, do you want to popcorn it to someone, Jay?
Sure. I choose... I'm gonna actually roll.
Okay.
Amihan, that's you.
Me?
You.
So I have to choose between adult
Book collection or an additional vampire theme on top of the Shakespeare theme.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going. I want to go with vampire simply because I just want to add an extra layer of difficulty for this whole
Wonderful.
thing. Okay, wait.
So now you can build off of my description and incorporate the vampires bit
right.
into it.
Yes.
So yes. So not only is this a cruise ship convention gathering on the boat, like just a bunch of nerds, but they're also nerds that really love vampires. And this dinner here, very, very elegantly decorated, just with let's say like the room, they had like fancy like curtains, red curtains, red and gold embellishments like all over the dining ware and the table, like just it's very fancy. And there's very like I guess there's wine, obviously, like wine set on the table is wine made to look like blood. And many of the patrons that have been here tonight seem to really just build upon the theme of looking or how should I put this? Just looking the part, just coming like role playing as like families with very high of a very high echelon, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess what else? Ren Fair, Shakespeare, vampires. I'm trying to like. So perhaps this dinner was made to kind of celebrate after maybe watching a show that people put on, like maybe a vampire version of Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, one of those things. Gotta choose. Wait, sorry.
Midsummer Night's Dream, maybe. Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yes, no, that one.
That
yes.
one. I'm trying to think of all the Shakespeare shows that if they were to include vampires, I feel like that's a good one.
Yes. No. Yes. Perfect. And I think that's all I can add right now.
All right. So then you do the same thing. You do a d6 and then popcorn it to the next person, whoever you would like.
Okie dokie. All right. Okay. All right. Let's popcorn it to Alex.
All right.
And you get to decide between a Lovecraftian horror and the set of Frasier.
That's so perfect for you, Alex.
Oh, of course it is. Listen, I have my problems with Lovecraft. I have plenty of problems with Lovecraft. but it's got to be that. So on the outside of our cruise ship, they have managed to attach, I do not know who they got to do this, but they obviously underpaid them. They have managed to attach these sort of gigantic, like, tendrils, blow up tentacles that wrap around the ship.
Yeah.
And you can, of course, like, slide down the tentacles into the pool on the deck. Some of the waiters are walking around with that, like, Ursula costume. Like these blow up tentacles that are knocking against tables as they spin through them. And of course, they also have like the fake vampire teeth and are all wearing cravats as they pass around.
Tell me why I
the
keep
scene.
picturing like the little guys outside
Yes,
the
The
car
wacky
store.
waving
Absolutely.
inflatable tube
Yeah.
vans. Yeah.
It's really like I have no mouth and I must scream kind of thing, where they just like there's just like so many eyes on all of the curtains, and guests have like wrapped, bandages around their face, and there are people just kind of standing around draped in cloaks wearing suspicious masks, and then they'll take the mask off and you'll see it's like a bloated sunburned old white dad, and then he puts his mask back on and he traipses off to go rub suntan lotion into his trophy wife. So classic cruise, right?
What I'm imagining happened here is that the CEO of this cruise company has a terrible anxiety disorder that prevents them from making decisions, and they just said yes to everything that was brought across their desk.
The cruise theme is just theme parties. So no matter where you go, there's a different theme party happening.
Right? Yeah.
Different
They went to
halls
Time
of
Below.
dormitories
And there
have
wasn't
different
enough.
themes.
There wasn't enough of each theme. Like they had like some of the vampire set and some of the Lovecraft set and some of the Shakespeare set. And they're like, well, we don't have enough to cover an entire cruise ship. So we'll just buy like everything that seems vaguely spooky.
Yes. Cool. Well, Alex, go ahead and roll a d6 and popcorn it to someone.
Okay. See. If you want to pick between more than one katana or too many pets.
I was actually desperately hoping that I would get this prompt, because I think in addition to the Shakespeareans, to the vampires, to the Lovecraftians, to the people at the silent discos, there is definitely also a furry convention going on this boat, babes. And that's what I mean when I say too many pets. There are people in fursuits. There are people in fursuits everywhere. And I think that maybe this room in particular, where our murder is, I think, has happened, is perhaps the conference room where the people in the fursuiters, they were going to gather here, but we were in the middle of doing a vampire-themed showing of A Midsummer's Night Dream. So there's some tension here between the fursuiters and the Shakespearean vampires here. And the Lovecraftian folks are also like have this room scheduled in like 2 hours. So it's a little bit, there's like some stress in the air. Like the moon is coming up. The tentacles keep kind of bobbing awkwardly against the boat. And the fursuiters are getting mad. This was supposed to be like, I don't know. I realize I don't really know enough about fursuiters to know what you do at a furry convention.
Take pictures together.
It was a picture hour. They were supposed to like set up a really nice like set for all the
We booked this conference room for the next hour. You're going to give us the whole hour.
And it's like, we're only at the midpoint. These Shakespeare plays are long. We don't really know. It's not our fault. It's going long. So that's for me. So do I send one to you now, Dylan?
So no. So now, because I am the last one, I describe the crime and how it fits into the scene that you all just set.
I love improv.
So
Yes, perfect.
So I think that this is the scene of a murder. And it occurs in one of the common areas of this ship, and it is possibly the one guest who is here for everything. The body is in a fursuit. It is a vampire bat's fursuit. and they are wearing a fancy suit over their fursuit with an ascot and tailcoat to suggest that they are also a fan of the Shakespearean finer things in life. And finally, around their wrists are several glow sticks because they also like to rave. So this poor person who was here for all of the multiple joys of this multifaceted convention ship is slain on the ground, still in the fursuit. But there is blood splatter around, and they're sort of like, the legs are askew in like cartoonish sort of way. And there is no murder weapon in sight. And so now we describe our Sherlock Holmes arrivals on the scene. And I think befitting, we should go in the same order as we just went, just to keep going. So Jay, how do you arrive at the scene of the crime?
So just so I get all the information straight, the murder happened in which part of the ship?
Let's say it's like the dining area. It's like a common shared area of the ship.
Okay. So it's in the same room as the Shakespeare dinner thing?
Yes.
Okay. Do you get to say like how it happened? Is it like one of those, the lights go out and then they come back on and someone's dead on the ground? Like
sure,
that
go for it. And then
Okay.
and then you arrive on the scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is I think so I'm playing Hermlock Sholmes, and I think I was in attendance at the dinner. I think I was there for the vampire Shakespeare Midsummer Night's Dream performance. And I think that we're all sitting at like these round tables scattered throughout the room. And the lights go out, and then there's like the sound of something clattering, and then the lights come back up. Maybe it was a part of the show. Maybe there's a part of the show where like the lights all went out for some reason. And then they come back on, and then there's a thump as this body hits the floor. And Sherlock. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it through this without
Say it again. You got this.
dying. Hermlock immediately stands up and yeah, let the bodies hit the floor. Hermlock immediately stands up and just like over dramatic gasp. And I'm wearing I think what I'm wearing, like very standard dark academia-esque vibes. Except I have put the fake vampire teeth in, and I've got a flower crown for the Midsummer Night's Dream bit. But yes, I stand up immediately.
And then I think Amihan was next, if I remember right.
Right.
How does-
So all right. So the body it's thumps on I'm sorry, I like had to get up and like close the door in the middle of this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Was it on this
Just on
stage?
the ground, yeah. Like
Yeah,
the person was like sitting eating dinner, and like in the show the lights went out, and then they come back on, and this person just like very dramatically like falls out of their chair onto the ground.
Oh, yes, okay.
In a
All right,
fursuit
gotcha.
with disco things and all the other stuff that
Yes.
Dylan said earlier. Mhm.
Yes, just in a heap with all of that. I think I guess they my 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 Sherlock is actually Cheryl Locke, um, Holmes, and uh, they're very into like this whole everything this, but specifically the vampire like uh Shakespeare like romantic kind of deal going on. They're pretty much wearing what I have on for you all this evening. Just something very pink, very floral, like very decorated, a log extra wig. Just here to like, make a statement. That's what they're here to do. And they're here to have fun. But it's not a lot of fun when somebody literally dies in front of you or passes out. Presumably. So I think they will hear um Hermlock gasp and then stand up, and then they'll turn around and they'll go like, oh, what just, and then like uh they slowly stand up and they're like, is this part of the show, or what's going on here? Like, it wasn't, but and then like I think they'll like walk closer, like they'll try to approach whatever is going on, like they'll get up out their seat or wherever. Sorry. um in the audience, I don't know, they'll push past a bunch of like people, I guess, to kind of look at everything up close, and they'll look down at the furry suit, and they'll be like, oh, this is very well crafted. Oh. And that's all they'll say. They'll just say that.
Fantastic. In a shocking turn of events, we are going to be joined by one more Sherlock Holmes. So I am actually going to take us away to a break screen really quick while I get Dare set up onto the screen, so we can have a fully stocked detective team. And we will
Fully
be
stocked
fully
detective team.
stocked detective
Fantastic.
team. I will be right back. Hey, everybody. Hey. There we are.
Hello.
There we are.
Hello.
We're back.
Howdy.
And now we have Dare, and we're complete. We just met Sherlock Holmes. Dare has been caught up on the situation at hand. After Sherlock Holmes, I believe Alex, were you after that? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Introduce your Sherlock Holmes, please.
Well, after Sherlock stands up and strides over to the body, you hear a dramatic, "Ah, I thought I left this all behind me years ago." And Sherry Lockhart Holmes
Oh my god.
strides forward from, I don't know if anyone saw this, but strides forward after doing a quick change. She's very adept at quick changes because she used to have sort of a micro celebrity part on a TV show where she has stripped off part of her waiter outfit and has left just the Ren Fair cosplay underneath of her very fancy vampire Shakespeare outfit. So ripped off that apron and strides over and says, Do you think it's breathing? Kicks it with a heeled shoe. And Sherry is busty, beautiful, but down on her luck. You can tell she's seen some things. She's managed to acquire just 2 crow's feet in a Botox, obviously filled face, sad downturned lips, and the kind of ass that promises at least 4 children have popped out of it. Hips, not ass. Hips.
We're gonna have a discussion about
Hips. I meant hips.
We'll have that off screen. We'll have that talk off screen.
Why would I need to know that?
So after Sherry Lockhart Holmes,
Yes.
another detective arrives on the scene. C, I believe it was you.
I do believe it is, and I believe we actually push through the windows for a moment out onto this ship's railing as we see 2 seagulls kind of flapping up to the top of the boat, and a small being. I'm not even gonna fuck with you guys. It's Pikachu. A Pikachu. Like not like a person in a fursuit, but like Pikachu. Holding onto these 2 seagull wings as they like flap up and they drop real fast onto the railing. Their little yellow mouse feet kind of just gripping this iron bar. They're looking back, forth. Those were the weirdest wingles I've ever seen, and it is obviously Ryan Reynolds' voice, although I have not been on T long enough to do that well. It's Ryan Reynolds I'm playing Ryan Reynolds playing Detective Pikachu, and this little Pikachu reaches into their bag, pulls out Sherlock Holmes, what are they called? Hunting caps? I don't even remember. Puts it on.
Let's be real. It's the Sherlock
Deerstalkers?
Holmes hat.
It's the
It doesn't
Sherlock
have any
Holmes
other
hat.
name.
Yeah.
It's the Sherlock Holmes hat.
Thank you, Jay.
It's the Sherlock Holmes hat. The Sherlock Holmes hat goes on between Pikachu's little Pikachu ears, Ryan Reynolds' little Pikachu ears, and Detective Pikachu hops down off the railing and scampers to the window and presses their little face up against it, looking into the dinner table, not yet prepared to try to open the door. We'll get to that like later.
Perfect.
I'm thinking.
In a dark corner,
Oh no.
tucked in the in a place you all forgot.
Whatever
existed.
chat, whatever you think is about to happen, you cannot guess. Please continue.
In a dark corner of this cafeteria aboard this cruise ship, a place no one goes, not even the staff, not anymore. A gentleman, pale and friendless,
Oh my god.
Is it DashCon?
stands
This is already
Stands
this is
up.
better than DashCon already.
dusts off their kind of homely blazer, adjusts their bow tie, and adorns their bowler hat, and walks up towards the crime scene, crossing their arms, skeptically cocking a head to the side. Well, at least I'm here. We're gonna make quick work of this. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Detective Super Hulock. And reaches out to shake all of your hands.
Is that a first name or?
That's my only name.
You're only Super Hulock.
That's one word. It's my full name.
You're
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
well,
your initial is S.
Yes.
Just S.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He starts tapping a foot, but we are joined by one more detective. Dare, who do we meet on this day?
For some reason, despite whatever time of the day this cruise is, it's instantly night. It's raining. It's raining sideways enough for it to just slightly begin to fill this room. From the ceiling, a shadowy figure emerges. Some sort of bat, some sort of man. You can't quite tell, but it is absolutely the rattiest looking man you've ever seen. Life has not been kind to this man, but he seems focused to solve this crime. I've heard there's a body.
Hello, it's right there.
why are you talking like that?
Talking like what?
Are you from across the aisles?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Golly right you are.
Might I ask what?
Hey!
Bo-
Hey!
What?
Hey! It's raining out here. Could somebody let me in?
Oh,
I think
oh,
there's a drowned rat outside.
yeah.
Let me in.
God, what is
Like,
that?
it's
I'm
raining.
gonna walk
Hey.
over and open the door.
And Detective Sikachu, this is me.
Sikachu?
It was Connie's fault. It was Connie's fault. Jumps in through the door. Whew, it's cold out there. Hi, Detective Sikachu at your services. I heard there's a body.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there is a body. I can't help but imagine that this was something supernatural.
Uh-huh. I mean, maybe. I don't okay.
Could have been aliens, though.
Is that who is that in the the are you dressed like a bat?
I think it's the fursuit convention. It's a little weird though. There's no fur on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I would like to feel for a pulse.
There's no.
And I crouch down. And I want to feel for a pulse on the body.
With that, I think we should start doing our detective work. So here's how the actual game goes. Each of us will start with Jay. We'll roll on the clue prompts table and describe the results however you would like to. Your objective as you're describing the clue you find is to make each clue more important than the one beforehand and to try to get other players to reveal more information about their quirk so that you can try to decide whether or not they might be the secret vampire. So Jay, when you lean down to get a pulse and start investigating, what do you find?
Oh gosh. All right, let's roll some dice.
And this is the D20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what the fuck? All right. So as I lean down, to feel for a pulse, two things happen. First of all, I draw back, horrified. There is no pulse. But as I draw back, I also realize that somehow, some way, somehow, as this body fell, there is chalk, dust, outlining the body already, as if the fursuit had chalk on it, so when they fell, it created a little... and Hermlock Sholmes stands back up, like snaps right back up, and says, "Welp, there is no pulse whatsoever." Oh, and would you look at that? There's a little outline. That's quite strange, isn't it? Who are all of you?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, you talk kind of strange, like that accent.
I'm
Like,
an actor.
oh my goodness! Wow. Like, okay, what have you been in? Wow. Like, I didn't get
What have you been
it's
in?
I'm waiting for my big break or whatever they call it, but I'm Hermlock Sholmes at your service, pro detective.
Pleasure to meet you, Hermlock. I'm Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yes.
Sherlock. Ah,
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Are you a
here to-
Holmes too?
Yes. That's kind of like, you think we're like distant cousins?
No,
or something?
I'm Sholmes. It's very similar, but not quite the same. Sholmes. It's kind of a mouthful, you know?
Okay. I like the vibes. I like your vibes. All right. So,
Thank you. You're quite pretty yourself.
and she kind of like adjusts herself and she's like, oh, thank you. But like, so this guy's dead.
Yeah,
clearly.
super dead.
And there's a lot of dust.
Well, what are you?
My nose. I'm Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Did you add an accent? I feel like that wasn't there a second ago.
Shh, let it happen there. Shh.
Who's
Very
there?
important. Is this the only Pikachu that exists in 2019?
Absolutely.
The movie was out though, right? Has the movie come out yet? When did
Yeah.
the Pikachu come out?
Yeah.
Drop the lore.
Hold on, I think this is maybe a week before release day. It came out in 2019. I have the Wikipedia page open. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Oh, good. Okay.
Perfect.
If there's one thing I care about, it's us being very, very
Accurate to 2019.
Yes.
I will not have misinformation spread.
Yeah.
This
Never.
stream.
No.
It's
I'm this boat's best detective, so just let back and let me handle it here. He's got
With
this
what
chalk,
hands?
It's really. And I splay my little Pokemon hands. I've got 4 digits, just like the rest of you, at least. And look at these. I've got
We have
Pikachu
5.
thumbs.
Opposable thumbs.
Of course.
it's incredible.
What good did... I don't know where my accent has gone or where it's going to.
What planet are you from?
Planet.
Yeah, I assume
like-
that you're,
The
extraterrestrial?
Johto region? Is that a planet?
Johto? Interesting.
I thought you were Canadian.
I grew up in Cincinnati, actually, but yeah.
Hermlock, what do you think this chalk dust needs?
What do I think it what?
What do you think it means?
Means either this person, and I'm like, and I crouch down again to pull off the head of the fursuit. Either this person was a professor, like at a university where they still used chalk, or rock climber. One of those two things.
I think they
I
were a
feel it.
bat.
What?
I mean, I think they were a bat. Look at them. Look.
It's a costume.
They've got
Really?
like a
Like,
hat that you
does
wear?
yours come off like that?
Does my what? I'm not here asking about your clothes coming on and off. I have my hat just like everyone else does. Don't be rude.
I'm very sorry. Well,
Apology accepted.
There's, of course, one other option.
What is that?
That this person had some kind of deficiency in nutrients and had to consume chalk frequently.
Hmm.
Oh, a chalk consumer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, those are like, they're really like.
Addicted to the powder, as it were.
Yeah.
Is this the thing that people snort as well, or is that different?
I believe that's certainly.
What
different.
kind of an actor
Very
are you? Again.
I specialize in British dramas.
Oh, so you've heard of me?
Oh, so British people have never had any fun, I see.
What do you
Understood.
mean? I'm here on a cruise just like you.
I wouldn't say that this is fun, is the thing. That's what it's all right.
Are you
Can
not
somebody
on...
pick me up, please?
I will lift Pikachu.
Yes.
I need to
Who are
get a good
you?
vantage point of the murder. I like to be up high.
Go ahead then, Detective Pikachu, take your role and see what kind of clue you find.
I'm so ready. Let's see. And I think up here, up high, Detective Pikachu's little Pikachu nose and their little round red cheeks kind of quiver for a moment. And they point to a black and silver snub-nosed Shih-Tzu.
Shih Tzu?
Shih-Tzu. Jesus. Oh my God. A dog. They point to
The dog. Thank you for clarifying.
That dog knows who did it. Dogs can smell at a rate higher than any other human being and Pokemon. That odd little dog there must know where we can find the murder weapon. Drop me, Batman. You look like a Batman.
You're right. Can you talk to the dog? You're like an animal person.
Yeah. And Detective Pikachu scampers over to this dog. And I think they are saying it in people language, the language of people. You there!
We're speaking common.
Common, we're speaking common.
No.
You there! I need you to speak to me. Post tense, forthright, right now. Who did it?
Woof.
No, speak up. Use your words.
Woof. Woof. And I need to note that Hermlock is making dog sounds.
It's Hermlock. It's Hermlock.
Now, I think you're beginning to... Are you trying to impede this investigation?
Absolutely not. I'm trying to help.
Speak to me! Speak to me, please! I beg you, speak to me! And Pikachu grabs this dog's face and starts to shake it a little.
My goodness. Oh my God. Calm down.
Don't hurt the dog.
Down.
I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. Somebody else should
This
to
career
try.
can really get to you.
I know. I'm having such a hard time. Do you know how hard it is to be this small and have a brain as big and smart as mine?
Your
That
life
would
must
quite
be so
difficult.
hard.
Yeah, I do feel for you. let me have a try at it. I think I'll drop my dice and then
I heard
try
that
again.
on your mic. The
No,
distant.
It's a great mic.
What'd you roll? Where'd it go? What'd you roll? I'm curious.
Yeah, what'd you get? What'd you get?
Yeah.
Well, it
Disappeared
belongs
into
to the
nether.
universe now. So we'll roll a different one. Okay. Okay. I pace around the circumference of the scene, passing by each one of you and giving you a look up and down. As I do this, I will need to borrow one of you. I'm sure to we'll call it a companion or a sidekick or otherwise romantically charged sort of business partner with whom I solve all of my crimes. Would anybody?
Your crimes?
Yeah. The crimes, which I solve.
But not the ones that you do.
No, those are different.
Why did you say something like that? I don't know, kind of sus.
I think you'd be perfect. Sherlock Holmes.
Me?
Yes. What do we have here? Oh, and he leans down next to the body and picks it up and hands it to you, Sherlock, and is like, "See this?" And hands you a half-eaten Subway sandwich. This can only mean one thing.
Yeah, this person has a really awful taste in food. What? What?
Precisely. That this person brought food with them outside the cruise ship. This is an all expenses paid trip, unless they were here without a ticket. What do you think that
A
means?
smuggler.
Smuggler. Exactly. Could be.
It's a smuggler.
So, this person picked the wrong pocket, got on the wrong side of the wrong person, and ended up dead. I've seen it all too much.
I'll tell you,
Okay.
DS, that many lefts don't always make a right. You see, I think you're missing something.
And what am I?
Missing something.
Go for it, Alex.
And she reaches sort of to one of the tables, the table that this furry had fallen from so tragically, and unfurls a script. A very terrible script. And it says, the words on it say, I can't. Baddie for void monsters.
What?
You see, our victim here was a writer.
A writer.
And
A writer?
Writers have enemies.
Writers have publishing houses.
Writers have publishing houses, and writers eat on a budget.
Right, like a starving artist kind of thing?
Yes. So that
Ah.
Subway sandwich might have been evidence of a smuggler, not a smuggler.
Huh. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm gonna try and
Oh, yeah, good.
look at some stuff.
Look with your eyes.
Look at stuff.
Look at some stuff. Let's see. Oh, look at this. And then sorry, I'm looking.
Look at that.
We all know how to count, right?
I want an instant replay of that.
Someone clip it.
Please clip it.
Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm pulling up the PDF so I can.
Okay, Sherry starts reading out this terrible script.
Oh yes, please.
It involves a lot of tentacles. I'm not sure I should continue.
No, please do.
All right. Well, it was a dark and stormy and furry-filled night.
That's enough. I've heard enough.
Yes, yeah.
So Cheryl is like digging like kind of into the thing, but like she like it's like I don't know if fursuits have pockets, but
Expensive ones.
Good one, boy.
she pulls out and she's like, oh my goodness, ooh, I think like this person like had an interesting hobby, and then shows everybody a faded photo of the victim in a DeLorean. And
What's a DeLorean?
it is it's like the
Back to the Future car.
Back to the Future
The
car.
one
Yeah,
that like,
It is a
opens
car,
up like
okay.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the butterfly doors,
Yes.
famously.
Yeah.
I think this person had like
We're such good
Famously.
detectives.
I'm sorry.
Where's Rachel?
The six of us could make a hell of a trivia team.
So yeah. Sorry, yo. So she was like, yeah, like maybe they liked they had like, you know, maybe they go to cons a lot, like maybe this is at like another convention or something. You think? I don't know. Anyway.
Or they're a time traveler.
Now that
Okay.
They killed
you might be
themselves from
onto something
yesterday.
there.
Okay. All right. That could be it. That would explain like that whole business with the chalk. You know, like I don't know. Anyway,
If they
I-
already marked out their body, knowing where they would fall when they died.
The photo
Exactly.
is faded.
Because it's already happened to them.
yeah.
More than
Are
once.
we in a time loop?
This is a fixed
Oh my
point.
god.
This is
Has this happened before?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been here. Or have I?
Perhaps you have.
You wouldn't know if you've been here yesterday or tomorrow. That's a time loop.
Oh my god, is that the whole reason this ship's been like kind of going back and forth with all like the themes and stuff? You think maybe we're gonna be stuck out here forever or something like that? I don't know. Like,
all of these cruises are happening at different points in time, but at the same point in time.
They're blending together.
I've seen this before.
Have you?
Well, no.
Really?
But
Oh. Well, fuck.
I think I see a clue.
what do you see?
Tell us.
Tell us, Manbat.
And that's different. His name's Kirk. Nice guy.
And that.
Here to see a stain in the shape of the best celebrity.
Who is the best celebrity?
Looks like that guy from the movie Twilight. It's really having a commercial resurgence. People are reappraising it now. It got a bad rap. Robert Pattinson, I think, was his name. Otherwise, pretty good actor.
Yeah, I guess he's okay. He's no
This-
Benedict Cumberbatch, but
I
he's pretty.
I actually
pretty good.
have babysat his uncle's kid once.
What?
Yeah,
Uncle's. Oh.
it was really cool.
So like his cousin or
Are you like a family friend or?
No, I used to frequent certain circles back in my heyday.
Do all British people just know each other? Or?
No, I don't know. What's your name? I've never met you before in my life, unless
I'm
we
Sherry.
are in a time loop.
Sherry Lockhart Holmes.
You're also a Holmes.
Oh, it's spelled with an extra M, actually.
Oh, I see. I stand corrected.
2 M's.
Oh, maybe you should sit down.
So what does this mean, Batman?
It seems that this is someone who frequents fandom spaces. They enjoy pop culture ephemera.
Yeah.
Maybe this trip, if they're a writer, and they can't afford to make it on a trip like this, they had to steal their way on. It's all coming together.
It is. Has anyone not found a clue yet? Okay.
We believe we've all found one.
Yes.
At this point, we can continue to just riff as long as we like. But as soon as you think you know who the vampire is, you make a declaration, an accusation,
J'accuse.
and present your evidence, at end of which the person being accused can either reveal that you have in fact found the vampire, or if they are not a vampire, they explain their suspicious quirk and accuse someone else instead. And we keep going with that until a vampire is found, or we all are revealed to be not vampires, just weirdos. So that is the next objective. I'm sorry, just wanted to. Sorry, I don't know what came over me just now. I had a spell.
I know that was
It's the
very
mansplaining
strange.
Yeah,
again.
I just.
We're in your mind palace,
Sorry.
I believe.
Maybe like
Yeah.
weird time shit going on. Like
Yeah.
It's that
Wobbly,
third act
timey,
meta-narrative
Timey
fourth wall
wimey.
break.
Yeah. I get it's just sometimes, I have these memories. It's my vitamin D deficiency. I don't get a lot of sunlight, so it's very
I can tell you're very pale.
Yes, I am very pale. That's very true. It's tragic.
Truly a crime.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Shih Tzu's making me sneeze. But wait,
Allergic to
What's-
dogs.
that's there. Just sneezing. Don't worry about it. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Do we have to go in order once we re-roll again, or just go for it?
No, once we just kind of do your thing until you feel like you know who the vampire might be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like once we've all discovered a clue, we just riff until we think we know who the vampire
Yeah,
is.
try to like uncover.
Oh,
each other's
I see. I thought we
secrets.
were rolling more clues.
No,
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Never mind then.
What are you so allergic to, dear
Does
Detective Pikachu?
a dog that I got pretty sunburned the other day? It's making my fur all itchy.
Sun,
It's fine though.
Underneath your fur?
It's very fine. If you give my head a little pat, you'll see.
I am going to lean down to pat the Detective Pikachu's head. And as I do, I'm gonna sort of pick you up by the scruff a little bit and just like get behind the ear, and take a good long look at your neck and that sunburn, and then stop. Did I do it right?
Yellow detective.
Oh, I step back.
You mentioned
Uppies
you were
again,
from.
please.
Yes. You mentioned
thank
you
you.
were from Cincinnati. Are you a Cincinnati
Cincinnati.
citizen?
Well, I only got my learner's permit, so I don't have a license or anything like that,
You
or
can
a birth
drive,
certificate.
You
I can drive,
can
though.
drive.
I'm learning.
but you're so
learning.
small.
which means you could
I drive
have
a
driven
small car.
a DeLorean.
Oh my god.
Don't know what you're saying to me.
Yeah,
It's like
like
you're speaking in some ancient code that I wasn't a part of because I wasn't on the internet
That's-
because my thumbs are too small.
That's impossible because I actually have a device that translates everything that I say. So you understand me. Definitely.
What's that device called?
It's
Is it
It's-
Siri?
called a TARDIS, which of course stands for today
Uh-huh.
about reading
Okay.
does interpret sounds. It's kind of it's clunky, but like it does sort of work. But it translates. It all
Oh, so it's like that one TV show.
just the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Batman, thank you for holding. Can I sit on your shoulders? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's fine.
Well, I'm from Cincinnati. Where are you from? Huh? Do you live in the shadows all the time? Or what?
I mean, I once was from a small Chicago-like metropolis, but I currently live in Transylvania now.
Oh my God, really?
Yes,
Where's
it's
that?
very dark. All right, do you know Europe?
Obviously.
Somewhere
No.
in Europe.
Somewhere.
It's dark. It's perfect for solving shadow crimes.
Are there
It's
a lot
easy
of
to
those
blend
Shadow
in.
realm.
shadow crimes in Romania?
I think I just stare like back at Sherry. You're
Sherry,
asking a lot of questions, but not answering a lot of them.
that's what a good detective does.
I think this is a bit of a give and take, though. So, where are you from?
Me. Well, I used to live the Big Apple. Solved a lot of crimes in my day. But I couldn't afford rent after a while, All those interviews, they get really expensive when you have to cab back and forth between Midtown and Uptown and Downtown and East Village. And they don't let you shine like you used to. Once you hit that 19 mark, no one's interested in a young girl detective running around the streets.
A tragedy, yes.
Yes.
Quite
But where do you
sad.
currently stay?
You can't tell anyone.
Your secret's safe with me.
New Jersey.
Horror.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Her bosom heaves.
That is not very Shakespearean.
No. What about you, Cheryl?
Oh, me? Like, how big are your big? How big? She's clearly taken aback. And they're like, oh, sorry. Well, where I'm from, actually, if I don't really recall seeing you, Batman, but I actually live in Transylvania.
Uptown or Midtown?
Like, I mean, I live in the Uptown because I don't know. I had a really big vampire phase when I was, younger. I mean, clearly I'm here for the vampire convention, but I
You a fan of bats?
yeah, actually, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of admiring the little craftsmanship here on the fursuit.
It's quite nice, definitely. Very anatomically correct as well.
It's got a double stitch on the
Are you
fabric.
very familiar with the anatomy of bats?
I just think they're neat.
And I believe that we have an intruder in our midst. I think that there is more to this murder than murder.
Oh.
I
Tell
believe
us, Super
this is not just a vampire convention, But there also is a real vampire among us.
Mug us.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
And he points to Batman. You. That is not a fursuit. You are not here for any part of the convention. You love the night. You somehow made night appear as you arrived. You genuinely love a bat so much you are one. And I cannot think of any other reason for that other than that you are a vampire.
Good heavens.
I think for a second, almost as if in some sort of comic panel, time freezes. As you hear it in monologue to himself, as Batman's like, where did I make the mistake? How did they find out? How did they know that I am a vampire?
Why can't I move? I'm trying to cast Thunderbolt, but it's not working.
Stuck in noir time right now. It'll move again in a second.
Okay, thank you.
Detective Super Hulock. You're insightful. And I am, in fact, a vampire. All right. What do I do for vampire shit?
So then what I would say is that because we all rolled individually, there could be more than one vampire here. So you can kind of be like, but I'm not the only one. And accuse someone else instead.
Yes. Perfect.
I can't believe I was right. That never happened.
Good detective. The Mind Palace seemed to have helped you.
Thanks.
I believe that I'm not the only vampire here, though.
Unbelievable.
As I've noticed, it seems like Cheryl may be one as well. We're quite similar in that way. Two bats of a flock. That common expression people say.
That must be an American thing.
Transylvanian.
Oh, sorry.
Right, yeah, no, I've heard it. Very poetic. I really.
Are you a vampire? Is that Sherlock Holmes?
I'm sorry. I was thinking of a response. And then Cheryl. Okay. So she looks around and is like, me a vampire? Oh my goodness. No. What? I just told you I really liked vampire stuff when I was younger, and moved to Transylvania. But that doesn't mean I'm a vampire. Maybe I thought about being one day. Maybe actually hit me up after this because I'm kind of looking to transform. But I don't know. Why would you say that? Isn't that I don't know. Anyway,
It's just a phase.
To phase Batman.
So
now you get to accuse someone.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was picking. Well, I don't know. I've been kind of getting a little nervous around Sherry. I mean, she had that really she really looked really hard at Pikachu's neck earlier. It's kind of
Oh, is
wondering.
that what you were doing?
Yeah. And she is from New Jersey.
You
What
said
does
you
that
wouldn't
mean?
tell.
Which state is New Jersey?
It's the
It's-
one with the paper plant, if I remember.
The paper plant?
It's on the coast. It's lovely this time of year. A lot of sun, which I'm not allergic to. Thank you very much, Cheryl.
Oh.
I have a confession to make.
Oh.
And I must admit, it's the reason I've been staring at you all night, Mr. Superhuluk.
Me.
Yes. You see, the skin of your neck is so supple.
Thank you.
and the your Adam's apple, it just throbs in and out as you speak, and I think I might need to loosen my corset for a moment.
Yeah, it happens. It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, I was just examining our little detective's neck here to see what shape it was, but there's a lot of fur, so I wasn't really able to make it out.
What shape?
Well, yes, you see the length and the width of yes.
So you like
it
necks?
intrigues me. I like necks.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. So you're here for that side of the convention, the ship cruise. Okay, sorry.
There's a neck fetishism side of the cruise ship.
Yeah.
I
I've never found
think.
anyone else like me.
Well, you must just be very original.
Not as original as I think. You see, Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
I
What?
do suspect that you are not, in fact, from the British Isles.
What could possibly have clued you into that?
God. Oh.
You acted so surprised when it rained inside. And I would think that a British gentleman would always be prepared for rain.
Yeah.
So obviously you must be a vampire.
The deduction.
Interesting.
Perhaps I should have picked you to be my next companion, Watson / brother.
She takes off a ring and tucks it into her skirt.
What's
Okay.
What's that?
I am a future divorcee, but answer, are you after our necks and not in a sexy way?
I have a confession.
Oh, full of confessions tonight.
My name isn't actually Hemlock Sholmes.
My God, no!
I am an actor preparing for a role on the stage. And I just dived so deeply into this part, you know. So I apologize for lying to you. But
You're worse than a vampire. You're a method actor.
yes, and I'm a vampire.
Not the teeth reveal. I was like, why are you hiding
love
behind your
that.
mic? I was like, what's going on? How
And
could you?
and if you'd like to come see my show, it's going to be awesome. But you're actually wrong, though. I am British. I'm just from that weird part. We never get cast because our voices don't match everyone else's.
Are you Welsh?
No. I'm from that weird bit that sticks out on this side.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Your neck is beautiful, by the way, Sherry.
Thank you. I keep it hidden. I don't want to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and fall into a tizzy.
What does that mean?
Because she likes necks.
So how about that Midsummer Night's Dream show, eh?
Oh, gosh. Well, I think there's one more person to be accused.
Who hasn't been accused yet?
Actually, there's two more. I lied.
Okay, who hasn't been accused yet?
It is C and I.
Well, and at this point, I think Hermlock has walked up onto the stage, where I feel at home, obviously.
Sure.
Hermlock
Life's but a
Holmes,
poor player.
Sherlock home. I feel home. There's a joke here somewhere. Anyway, I'm up on stage, and the spotlights are on me. I and my dear friend, the Batman, are not the only two vampires here today. I suspect there's at least one more.
Wow.
It couldn't be.
I think it's the rat. And I point at Pikachu.
Rat! Where? Where's the rat?
I'm so sorry, Detective Pikachu. I do believe he means you.
Yes.
Me!
You.
I heard a rumor that your uncle was a ratata.
Now I didn't bring up your personal family drama. Why do you have to bring up mine?
Your
I have a
father was a
confession to
nice
make.
man. Your confession.
I have a confession to make. I haven't always been a rat. A Pikachu. I used to be a man. An actor. I was preparing for my role when I suddenly slipped through a time loop and I came out on the other side here.
Oh, no.
Looking like this. I was preparing for my role. It's coming out in just a few months. Detective Pikachu in theaters 2019.
Oh.
But now I, Ryan Reynolds, look like this.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, Ryan Reynolds!
You're some kind of werekachu.
Achoo. Sorry.
Oh, is that why you're called Pikachu? Because you sneeze a lot?
No, it's because I'm allergic to the sun. But I appreciate the thought.
Oh. So you're
But-
not a vampire. You're just Ryan Reynolds?
I'm just Ryan Reynolds. Please, somebody help me. I want to go home so bad. I
Now
don't
that
know
we
where.
have you here, what's your favorite role you've done?
Let me frantically Google something.
I
Ryan
loved you.
Reynolds.
It had to have come out prior to 2019.
I
that we
really,
have
but
you
I was in
here,
a time loop.
Do
Actually,
you pump your own gas
I really
just like the
loved-
rest of us?
Celebrities,
I
they're
don't.
just like us. More at
we have
9.
you.
Absolutely, there don't. I've never pooped once in my life. I actually
you
really
feel about
liked
Van
playing
Wilder?
in Deadpool.
What's your favorite food?
This is all too much. Deadpool 3 was my favorite movie. I know it hasn't come out in your timeline, but I swear it's better than the other two.
I always thought that the first Deadpool movie never had enough dick jokes.
I promise you,
thought it
there's
had too much.
so many. But I won't be able to reprise that role if I don't stop being this Pikachu.
Yeah, you're walking IP infringement.
Yeah.
Unlike me.
Did you just say UP?
IP. It's
Yeah, IP too.
Oh. You.
I thought vampires didn't pee.
I think that's really depends on which clan you're from, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Malkavians certainly don't.
I was gonna say Malkavians.
They definitely don't.
But the moral of the story is I know how to break my curse. By finding the third vampire on this cruise ship.
Dun dun dun.
And there's only one more person left. You, who can't choose one single thing to like at a time and has to blend all of your interests together.
Yes.
What kind of fucked up behavior is that?
Yes, I
It is
agree.
indicative of the most evil kind of person in the entire
Correct.
world.
Help
And you
me.
must
Please. I also stuck this way.
admit
Wait. And then you don't explain, right? You just say how you solved the crime. You don't answer.
Wait, what?
It says when the last non-vampire is accused, you just explain how you solved the crime. You don't actually answer the accusation.
Oh, that's right. Okay, fantastic. I missed that part. That's wonderful. Why do you think that I'm a vampire? Curious. Just curious.
why. Like I said, you have the most evil traits known to all humankind. Blending your special interests and being totally arrogant about it.
Yes.
That is evil behavior. You'd never go outside. I don't think you've had spiced food even with garlic once in your whole life.
I would never play a tabletop role-playing game about a franchise.
Never once. I would never use my own IP like that. As Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu in a tabletop RPG stream benefiting a trans rights bundle. I wouldn't do such a thing.
No.
Be specific.
Well. And what's interesting is that you're all right in your little ways, you know? The sandwich, the chalk, the script, all of it, it was all connected. This man, this Batman, not our Batman friend here, Detective Batman, this bat enthusiast who has been slain before us, was a victim of his own hubris. He thought that he could sneak by with the sandwich, the chalk, stage his own murder just to get a free ride on the cruise. And I go and I yoink the bat head off of the fursuit, and I see that there is the person in the fursuit is just a flesh avatar, and it dissipates into the ground. And I say, I've seen this before, and I'm sure I'll see it again on my next rewatch of all three of my favorite shows. This has been another space crime that we've all solved together. You as my companions, me as the handsome, befuddled, emotionally unavailable young man. And take a little bow.
It was.
I would have liked you so much more if you were just a vampire. It's like you're more evil now somehow.
Right? Like, why are you even all doing this? Like, what's the point?
Resent the term
Yeah.
companion.
There's just
Yeah.
something about a white male protagonist that leaves my tongue feeling swollen and
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah. Yes.
And not in
Wait.
a
Insert joke about cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Well, we've done it, everybody. We did it. We solved
the murder.
the murder.
Did it.
And we say trans rights. Let me refresh this one
Trans
more
rights.
time and just see
Trans
what's
rights.
going on here. The total for the bundle now is at $395,000 to I never know how to say money right. $395,283.23. That is how you say money.
Money.
I am good at it. It's 94% of the goal. I think that when we started the stream too, it was like at 394 something. So it is like
Nice.
getting there.
We definitely did it all single-handedly.
We did
with our
it.
triple
We did
digits.
it.
We did
It's
it.
us.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes.
It's not like the other couple streams that are also going on right now for the same bundle.
Right. No,
It was
don't
all
count.
us. We had the best one.
did it.
We had the best stream.
And
We were
that's
the best.
what
Thank you.
charity is about, taking credit.
100%.
It's all about us.
Yep.
You are so welcome for everything we contributed
We
to
did.
humanity tonight.
I mean, as a
finely
trans
crafted
person,
story.
As a trans
This finely crafted story that we gave to you all. This trans,
hormones
inherently
flowing
trans
through my
story.
veins.
Can
I
I
wake up every morning and I slather myself with tea.
yeah.
I look outside my window and I think, golly gee.
Oh boy.
Anyway, yeah.
I love that so much.
That was great.
God help me. Ken, I have my wonderful guests, starting with Dare, who did not get a chance to introduce herself because she joined us a little bit late. But Dare, can you please tell everybody where to find you, what kind of cool things you do, and how amazing you are? Oh, I typoed that.
Hi. Oh gosh, the world's tiring. Hi everyone. I'm Dare. I was busy stopping the Riddler earlier, but now I'm here, and I would like to thank you all for watching all of that. I am a person on the internet, and I do a lot of things. You can find me on, oh my gosh, Twitter, TikTok, Tumblr. I guess this one's relevant today. Instagram, everything at Dare to Dream RPG, DARE, the number 2, DREAM RPG. I yell a lot about a lot of things, honestly. Yeah, I do things. You can catch me on Transplanar RPG. It's incredible. I'll let C do the rest of the Transplanar talk later. And yeah, I'm on the internet a lot. So yell at me or tell me I'm pretty. Either way, it works. Engagement's engagement, baby.
Yep. Alex.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Hello, once again, I have been Alex, who uses he, him, and they, them pronouns, despite the fact that I'm wearing lipstick. You can find me on Twitter at Alder_Mancy, or most other places at Aldermancy, including Instagram. And if you want to follow me for some future game updates, I am making games over on itch.io and on my Ko-fi at Sword Ghost. And also go check out Total Party Kiss. We don't have an episode this Saturday, but our YouTube has some past episodes of my queer homebrew horror D&D 5th edition campaign, Strange Hungers. That's me.
And C.
Hi y'all, my name is C. I use they, them pronouns. Tonight I played Ryan Reynolds playing Detective Pikachu, played by me, C. So that was fun. You can find me being a problem and making very trans, very gay art on the internet at PieSharpArt, generally speaking, wherever you go to get your social media fix. You can also find me on Saturdays at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, playing in and co-producing on Transplanar RPG, which, if you don't know, let me tell you about it. It is an all-transgender, person of color-led, 100% homebrewed D&D 5th edition actual play livestream set in a non-colonial, anti-Orientalist world of Ndake. So we have 8 amazing cast members, and we are just starting to record Arc 6, and we are in the middle of Arc 5. We have a huge recap document, so you can catch up to us right away if you like to read instead of listen to like the 70 episodes we have out. Love to see it. So that's where you can find me and the stuff that I'm doing. Dare and I love to be problems on that together. I love you, Dare. And that has been me doing whatever I did here today, and I'll pass it on.
Amazing. Jay.
Hello. Okay. I have been on a bunch of charity streams recently, so my self-pitch has gotten faster and faster, so let's go. Hello, everybody. My name is Jay. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at NalaWoo or at NalaDraws if you want to see my art. I am a professional illustrator, voice actor, and sensitivity reader. My portfolio is online at naladraws.com. Hire me to do art. I have a small handful of things to plug, and I will do it so quickly.
Go for
It's
it.
gonna be great. Okay. Coyote and Crow. I did art for this. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Yes!
Pretty much everyone who worked on this is indigenous. There was like only 5 artists who aren't, and I'm one of them. Because I'm not indigenous. But this is a really cool book. It's also huge. It's like almost 500 pages long. It comes with a map.
Side.
That's
It comes
so cool.
with a map that is like a pull-out map at the back. It is thick. It's like an inch. Anyway, so buy this if you didn't back the Kickstarter. It's really cool. Also, another really cool thing about this book is it's got large print text. Like the text is fucking giant, which is really, really nice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, Uncaged Goddesses. I also did art for this. I did art for the Mr. Adventure. This is 21 original tier 4 adventures featuring the neutral and evil goddesses of D&D, reimagined in a feminist light. And I drew Mistra, and it's great. And all the art in this book is fantastic. I'm sure the adventures are great as well. But buy this on DM's Guild. That's where you get the D&D stuff. Okay. I also, with Die Hard Dice, did the Adventuring Artist Tarot deck.
This looks
These
so good.
are 22 major arcana tarot cards. All the artists got to use their own art styles, and we were limited by palette, so each got us a specific color to use, and then white and black. It's a very, very beautiful deck. There's also some like dice that you can get that like matches it and stuff. But there's like 22 artists from the tabletop community who got to do this. So this is super cool. That's on dieharddice.com. Also, with Die Hard Dice, which was just announced yesterday, is the dice affiliate thing that I'm doing. I did this really cool art print. Called Ember Soul Pool, and there is a dice set that comes with it, which is this one that I was rolling tonight. They are very pretty, and I'm not gonna even attempt to see if my camera that's so expensive but won't focus on anything that I need it to. But go on Die Hard Dice website to see the dice. There's also 2 other sets from 2 other people who also were dice affiliates this month, and their sets are also really cool. I have been talking for so long, but follow me on the interwebs to see what other stuff I do. Thank you so much for coming. I have played a mediocre method actor named Hermlock Holmes, who is definitely not British.
No.
Couldn't
Nope.
Someone cast me on your show so I can do a good English accent, because I can do a good one. This was painful for me. This is painful for me. But thank you all very much.
Amihan.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amihan. You can find me on Twitter at the Rose Cleric. I'm very new to the TTRPG scene. This is like one of my first streams. Just trying.
Hell yeah!
It was so much fun coming out here with everybody. And playing
Lemon, baby.
your playing your bimbo for the evening. So yes, you can find me at the Rose Cleric on Instagram and TikTok and all the other social media things. But you can also look at my art at Rose Cleric Art. I draw a lot of original character stuff just for fun. I love doing it for fun. Go see my gay and trans stuff too.
They draw very good.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone
So
draws
literally
very
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Literally so good.
Hell yeah. And this is my channel. You're already here, so you know everything. I am Dylan. I am so glad everybody came to hang out. You can find me on Wednesdays, alternating Wednesdays, on the Atomless, which is a actual play that is on the Welcome Inn live as a show, and then is also edited down into a shorter form, like streamlined podcast. Both versions are great, but depending on what your preference for consuming actual plays, you might like one or the other better. I love them both, and I'm really proud of it, and I would love for you to check it out. Right now, we are actually going to send a raid over to my friend. What the hell? What in the hell?
You're friends with what the hell?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I know.
We're going to hell. Raid to hell.
We're gonna raid Chaotic Bonnie because,
hell.
as previously stated, I have been streaming since 10 a.m. this morning. to raise more money for trans rights in Texas. We're raising money for the Trans Lifeline this time, and we will continue to be playing this till 10 in the morning tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time.
You are so sexy, Dylan.
Thank you. I do need that. I do need to hear that frequently.
And
So
Dylan always has spots on his face.
yeah, this
just
is
like
actually
that.
just
Yeah.
something I do
That's
every
part of your
morning.
sex appeal.
Freckles.
That was part
Yeah.
of the normal cosplay.
Yeah, that's not anything. So come on over there. Even if you cannot be donating any more money because you've already done this here, come and enjoy the chaos with us. Share it if you can. And always remember that we need to protect trans kids especially.
Trans rights.
So yeah, let's go do a little raid, and thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Boy.
Thanks for watching.